But that really made my day. The moment you said that, like, how you did this, Meros, that made my day. I gotta tell you. But other than that, overall, how do you rate the experience?
My final grade for Mary's and wonderful team is 5 out of 5 stars. Absolutely. All
From
down the line.
there?
Yes, down the line. For sure. I mean, not too many realtors will do exactly what he did. Times I was losing hope before getting with Mary's. At times I was really doubtful about the entire sale process. But, it really takes somebody who really knows what they're doing to keep you informed, to keep you hopeful, to allow you to go ahead and make this transaction happen. So can't really say enough thank you to you.
No, thank you. Appreciate it. All right, everyone. Another successful closing. We are at Chicago Title. This time around, we represent the seller, and it was a journey, I have to tell you. And it was about 3-4 years ago, I started thinking about, what, there's probably a better way to help the sellers that are, to me, underserved because of not having maybe a good experienced agent, or the agent might be too experienced and just doesn't care anymore. We've came across so many properties that I thought they could be marketed way better and be probably sold quicker or for more money. We created a website, for a matter of fact. It's called sellmyhomefortopdollar.org. You might want to visit that. With that being said, in my team, we have a task for everybody. My task is to make sure my clients are served, having a conversation with the other agent and make sure the deal work and close. But behind me, there's a whole army of people that help me. Matter of fact, one of them is Rafa right behind camera. He's actually in charge of calling the sellers that they withdraw the listing, or the listing was in the market and got expired and never got sold. And Herant is one of them. And going back, rewind, Rafa make those calls that he does on a daily routine base. And Heron was one of those sellers that responded, and the rest is history. I just want to hear it from his perspective overall, how he rated the entire team, our communication and all that. My 2 cents on that is, what we did was basically we did extra exposure with the partnership of Homes.com. We got the 3D walkthrough and all kinds of different ads that we ran for the property. Obviously, I'm not going to reveal all our secrets, but we got a lot of exposures. As Ron can hopefully say in his own word, for the first 3 weeks, we probably had showing every day, maybe 2-3 of them. Eventually, we landed a really good buyer, VA buyers, and now we're at the closing table. With that being said, I want Haram to give us his own opinion about how this whole thing went.
Absolutely. Well, thanks to Mehruz and his wonderful team, I got to sell my property that I was really looking to sell for a long while now. And he's actually one of those realtors that is a very hard working realtor. He's not really a passive seller. That's much I can say. It's very proactive. He was able to expose my property in a variety of ways over social media, which is something that many people don't do. He was able to really get me exposed through so many different avenues. I'm very grateful for it. I mean, I have something to compare to, because at first I was with another realtor, and yes, we would get a few views here and there, but not as many as with Mehruz and his wonderful team. That's why I'm very, very grateful for you guys, for getting my property sold. And not only just that, selling it was one journey, but really negotiating with the other team and getting them involved and connected was just another, challenge that we had to tackle. But you know what? You always had my back. You always kept me informed. You knew that I was nervous about this deal. You always comforted me. And thank you very much for him.
One thing really made my day was this past Saturday we were talking. We got this last part of negotiation after the appraisal came in. What 10,000 less than what we intended to sell. And because when it comes to VA loan, I could talk about it because I'm also a mortgage broker. VA loan, as long as your income qualifies you, the loan has no limit. In comparison to like FHA loan or conventional, it's a county driven. Like right now, I think for FHA, it's like $530,000 in Clark County. And for conventional, it goes to like 832,000 or something currently as we talk. But VA has no limit. If your income qualifies you, you can buy $5 million home if you want to, unlimited, right? So the buyer have no issue with it because he's a VA buyer and the loan is qualified him 100%, no down payment. But eventually it needs to be appraised. So the appraisal value came at $10,000 less. Then we almost thought we are going to lose the transaction. So long story short, after negotiation and talk with the buyer's agent, when I sent the addendum to Haram to sign, his first impression after he called me, the first thing he said was, Meruz, how you did this?
Honest reaction right there.
Literally. I'm like, man, that right there,
I thought the deal was dead, but no, he kept it alive.
and that right there actually made my day. It's like, that's what I want all my clients to tell me. Like, how you did this, like that comes with all these years of negotiating and going over deals and talking to people and reading people and kind of like knowing what to say to get what you want at the end of the day. Obviously, having a good agent on the other side works too, because it might be another rookie agent that doesn't know how, I would say, for the lack of a better word, educate the buyer. Because some buyers, right now, we're in a complete buyer's market, obviously, right? It's not like during COVID, 2019, 2021, and good portion of 2022, it was a complete seller's market. Each home would get about 20, 30 offers. Right now, there's a sea of expired listing, right, Rafa?
Yep.
Every single day is like there are days that he opens like there's 6 pages of expired listing. People just can't sell. But again, there's a method to that madness. Even in this market, there are still sales that gets done, and that's the reason why behind that whole saying that not all agents are made the same. There's an agent that consistently selling homes on any market, and there are agents that and there maybe 2, 3, 4, 5 transactions a year. But the other agent does 5 transactions a month. There's definitely a difference. And that's what it comes down to. But that really made my day. The moment you said that, like, how you did this, Meruz, that made my day. I gotta tell you. But other than that, overall, how you rate the experience? Like with my team, with Rafa, with Daniela, my assistant, myself, or overall the team that we put together, the title company. Chicago is actually, not that the rest of them are bad. I've worked with all of them. I have nothing against any of them, but Chicago title is I have a heart for them. There's this team at this location is next level. And I love working with them. They're so good, on top of their game. And that's the kind of people I want to work with. Be on top of your game.
That is absolutely true. So yes, my final grade for Mary's and wonderful team is 5 out of 5 stars. Absolutely. All down the line.
There.
Yes, down the line. For sure. I mean, not many realtors will do exactly what he did. Times I was losing hope before getting with Mary's. At times I was really doubtful about the entire sale process. But, it really takes somebody who really knows what they're doing to keep you informed, to keep you hopeful, to allow you to go ahead and make this transaction happen. So can't really say enough thank you to you.
No, thank you. It really comes down to both sides. I can be, matter of fact, right now as we talk, I'm going through another expired listing that Rafa got for us. Mm-hmm. And he's an old man, God bless his heart. He's originally Romanian. Very hard-headed. Oh my God. Like last night, we had an elevated conversation. So just to give you a sneak peek of what's going on, he's selling the condo on a 55 plus community that the community is already kind of getting old. It's like 1977. And the HOA itself is $650. When he bought it, it was only $300. Now, within a span of 4 years, it elevated from $300 to $650. Imagine 55 plus communities. Who's going to live there? Retirees. Not everybody have enough money to pay $650 just for HOA. There was another property just like his last month sold for $160,000. We're getting $172,000 cash for his property. And he's still complaining about like the small little things. I'm like, man, are you serious now? You know what I mean? No, but I told you this whole thing to tell you it's a two-way thing. Like I cannot be let's say the best agent in the market and the most knowledgeable, whatever. But if you're not resembling to everything I'm trying to guide you and advise you through the process, it's going to be one of those cases like my last night with that seller. But other than that, thank you for a kind word. We're so glad that we hopefully exceed the expectation. Good thing is, great news. We just got our license activated in California. We're mainly focused on LA County and Orange County. Hopefully, eventually, when Haram moves to California and pick a place to buy, we can hopefully help him there too. And you guys as well. Go to our website, yourdreamhomeispossible.com if you want to buy. And I have a website for the sellers, sellmyhomefortopdollar.org. See you guys there.